The UFC has been around for a very long time. 27 years since the first official fight was organized, yet it has gained massive recognition in recent years. Compared with other combat-based sports, it feels like it's an immature class. But those who enjoy a good fight understand the commitment and will it takes to become an MMA fighter. Though the question that remains, who is the best of the best? Considering the UFC changes, it might be impossible to pinpoint just one, but we can tell a handful of players above the rest. So in this video, we will look at 10 of the very best UFC fighters in the world. Let's start the video. Number 10. Frank Shamrock. Shamrock may not ring any bells with the casual UFC fans. He was the adopted brother of Ken Shamrock and started his UFC career in 1977. He followed an extensive career in Japan and immediately impacted the promotion. His octagon debut saw him submit Olympic gold medalist Kevin Jackson with an armbar in just 16 seconds to become the UFC's first ever middleweight champion. He hung up his gloves with an undefeated UFC record of 5 wins and 0 submits. He may not make it to the Hall of Fame, but his greatness is unquestionable. Number 9. BJ Penn. Penn made his UFC debut in 2001, and it looked like he will go down as a case of wasted potential. In just 7 months, he maintained a 3-0 record and made his way to the top 155 pounds weight. His first UFC title shot ended in defeat, as champion Jens Pulver was able to outwork him, and his second opportunity at the belt ended in frustration too. He shocked the world when he moved up to 170 pounds and defeated Matt Hughes to win the UFC welterweight title. The victory was one of the biggest upsets in UFC history, as Hughes had been thoroughly dominant up to that point, defending his title successfully on 5 occasions. Number 8. Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo, aka The Messenger, was an Olympic freestyle wrestling champion in 2008. He made his UFC debut in 2013, signed by the UFC 1 year later after going 6-0 on the regional circuit. In just 4 fights, he claimed his first UFC title. It was probably too early for him to face UFC flyweight champ Demetrious Johnson, and unsurprisingly, Cejudo fell to a first-round TKO defeat. He made a comeback in 2016 as an improved fighter and displayed excellent strikes. In 2020, Cejudo then added to his legend by becoming the first man to stop legendary former UFC bantamweight champion Dominick Cruz by TKO and decided to put an end to his career. Number 7. Amanda Nunes. If a list of female YFC champions, Nunes will make it to the top in a beat. AKA the Lioness from Brazil, debuted her UFC career in 2013 and got a record of 5-1 from there. She first defeated Sheila Gaff. She moved up to 145 pounds to face off Chris Cyborg, the reigning UFC featherweight champion who hadn't lost a fight in 13 years. But Nunes took her out in a single-handed manner. Although she competes in 2 weight divisions, her achievements cannot be argued. Number 6. Daniel Cormier. One of the 4 fighters who hold UFC titles in 2 different weight classes. Cormier put together an exceptional track record. Sadly, he decided to put an end to his career in 2020. He ended his career with 22 wins and only 4 defeats in 11 years. Before he was a UFC sensation, he had a pretty successful career as a freestyle wrestler, culminating in the US national team spots at the 2004 and 2008 Olympics. Number 5. Demetrious Johnson. Freestyle kingpin, the Mighty Mouse, was recognized throughout his career in UFC as pound-for-pound great. He is currently competing in Singapore's ONE FC promotion. He holds the record of most successful title defenses in UFC at 11, and he ended his UFC career with a record of 15, 2 and 1. Number 4. Anderson Silva. If we were in 2010, Silva would have been regarded as the greatest UFC fighter of all time. Though his reign ended in 2013 by Chris Weidman, he kept the belt to his name for nearly 7 years. He debuted in the UFC in 2006 after a successful career in Japan and the UK, and immediately made waves by becoming the first man in the UFC to stop the tough Chris Leben. Number 3. Jon Jones. Although Jones has been with the UFC for over a decade and only lost a fight due to disqualification and beaten down a list of legendary fighters, 3 positive drug tests for cocaine in 2015. One for the pulsing incident before the UFC 232 dropped him down a notch. Since 2015, Jones's UFC career has taken a strange turn, but the first 5 years of his career saw 12 wins. Number 2. KHABIB Nurmagomedov. Only a few fighters managed to negotiate the deadly waters of the UFC, to say the least. Fewer make it to the top without taking a loss, and one of them is the Eagle KHABIB Nurmagomedov. The former UFC lightweight champion announced his retirement. His shadow still looms over the UFC lightweight division. At this point, there is no doubt that he's the greatest lightweight in UFC history, and the fact that he has retired with a 29-0 record, he deserves a spot on the top. Number 1. Georges St. Pierre. KHABIB may have a better record, but St. Pierre ended his fights more entertainingly. No one, including Daniel Cormier, Amanda Nunes and Henry Cejudo, who simultaneously held 2 UFC titles, could not stand against the legend Georges St. Pierre. He was simply the most dominant player in not just UFC, but MMA history as well. During his initial career with the UFC, he picked 20 victories to his name, and from 2004 to 2013, he has beaten every top welterweight there was with a style and his signature class. The competition may be tough, but no one beats Georges St. Pierre. So here it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell us your favorite UFC fighter in the comments below. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one.